omnyoro maya jado kelo atali hano so kamusabe atwongera tugambirewo ebintu ebindi omuli byosemere okukora ngu kakibente embera enyikala yobwite nungi baitu nosobora kuba nogobamu omusiri gwawe. Continue from there, boss.
Yes, thank you. Just like we said, things have changed.
Yeah.
And when the climate changes, the conditions of farming also what? They change. So one of the things we have also realized, because of that climate change, the diseases have come up, serious diseases that we really need to manage them. Serious pests have also come. So we really need to develop that strategy to manage these things, because we've had challenges with people saying maize is rotting, maize is blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But the real thing is,
there's even this new
before
weed.
yes, before you know that maize as because the rotting is only seen in the cobs, but it might have started right from the soil or at the early stage of weeding. So that makes it a bit challenging to say, okay, you want to deal with the rotten cobs. If you also look at soil management, you've talked about striga. Did you know how striga came?
And because they said it came from I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, but some of the theories say it came because of soil exhaustion.
Yes.
The fertility is lost, so striga what? Striga comes. Yes. So it's like another species which is taking over what? An area because of the conditions it has at that time.
The low nutrients.
Yes.
In the soil.
Yeah. So when you spray some weeds, you give chance for other weeds to what? To grow. Yeah, that is how it is. So basically, soil is our media, which will always support us. We just need to be very careful. We need to make it very healthy. And even if your soil is so good, if your plant population is not enough, you still don't get what you want to get. Yes. So the plant population should be enough to give that soil cover. You know that? Yes, when we talk about crop cover, so our plant population.
Okay, so in this case, you are promoted the two varieties as being the climate tolerant.
Yeah, drought tolerant.
Yes. What is the recommended plant population in per acre?
Per acre.
Yes.
Actually, we should start from 20,500 plants per acre up to 25,000.
For that farmer, we did in kilograms.
In kilograms.
Yes.
Okay.
So how many kilograms to do?
I expect from 8 kilos to 10 kilos.
8 to 10 kilos.
Yes.
Per acre.
Per acre.
That is what is the recommended spacing?
It is 25 centimeters by 75. That is like in terms of feet.
Yes.
In between the lines, you have 2.5 feet.
Yeah.
Yes, and I encourage farmers at least plant with a rope so that it is easier to work in your garden.
Isn't it time wasting?
No, it's not.
And tedious.
It is not time wasting, and because you want to maintain the spacing, you want to maintain the crop population, so it is somehow difficult. Because I have some farmers that when I go to and they actually plant in line, I can count the number of maize in line and then try and multiply and tell him that, you know what, basing on our condition and what I'm seeing, this is your harvest, and it is always plus or minus 200 kilograms.
Okay.
Yes, so that is the advantage of maintaining some of these practices.
Yes. So now, I will take us through to look after you. the variety that you recommend is to plant, care for them so that they give us the yield that you are talking about.
Yeah.
Mm.
But before maybe we go there, farmers must realize that the shorter a variety takes in the garden,
Yes,
the less yields
gives.
it gives.
The shorter the variety takes in the garden, the
Yes.
less the yield it gives.
Yes, the lesser the yields.
Mm.
So when you look at Swift and compare it with 10H, they have comparative advantage of what? That longer 10 takes more time in the garden, but it yields more than what? More than Swift. And why are we encouraging Swift? Because it is risk-free. By the time longer 10 is suffering in the field with sunshine, Swift will be drying. Yes. Okay. So it's like they all have disadvantages. Yeah, one is more yielding and one is less yielding.
In other words, longer 10 is recommended for when the red season is long.
Yes.
For example, in the second season.
Yes.
Okay.
But we have a substitute that performs better than longer 10 in everything, which is DT Max. Yes, DT Max is ahead of longer 10, even in terms of maturity, in terms of yields. Yes.
Okay. So you tell about the care in terms of weeding. When should they weed? Maybe if I'm to apply some fertilizer, when should I? At what stage?
Weeding. There's a problem with weeding because I'm trying to be in the shoes of the farmers.
Yes.
But basically, you should start weeding after 2 weeks because you assume the
2
maize.
weeks after planting or germination?
2 weeks after planting.
Yes.
And it is going to germinate within 4 days. Then you have 10 days to what? For the maize to what? To be at that height. But however, depends on how your garden is what? Smooth. We have those ones who had a rough tillage and these ones who had fine tillage. So we don't all go at the same what? Yeah. So you give it some height so that maybe, or in the first stage, if possible, you can use a what? A chemical to spray first to reduce on the what? The stress of the weed. And then, yeah, but all in all, early weeding in the first 2 or 3 weeks is always better.
Okay.
Yes. Maybe second weeding is always done at the knee height. Meanwhile, you bring the soil next to the roots. Yes, you try to create that kind of moisture management.
What is the purpose of that? The benefit of that, of collecting the soil around the plant? What is the...
Yeah, you're trying to maintain the moisture.
Okay.
Yes, you're trying to maintain the moisture around the roots, and also you're trying to shield the root from exposure to the sunshine.
Okay, so then talk about fertilizer. Maybe to apply fertilizer at what stage and which type would you recommend as for your seed?
Usually our techniques are maybe technically before a farmer uses a fertilizer, should assess the soil.
Yes.
Is it really necessary to use a fertilizer? Because we are looking at the fertility, not fertilizer use, but we are looking at soil fertility.
We are looking at the season where the soil needs some feeding.
Yes, where there is a need for feeding, always they are encouraged to plant with DAP or NPK 2020-19 as one of the maize blends around the market. Yeah, but top dressing can be done with urea after when it is at a knee height. Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, now we are in the farmers are now, of course, buying seed to prepare for the season.
Yeah.
Where can those seeds that we have talked about be got by the farmer who
Okay.
invested in them.
Okay. Let me actually I want to appreciate the agro dealers. They are more in most cases they engage with the farmers more than the way we do. But I believe every shop has this product. Yes. Most of the shops here.
So they can be got from any agro input shop.
Any agro input shop.
In Masindi or the one of Uganda.
In fact, in Masindi, you can go to Kugonze Bwana Kugonza, things like that.
So since you have said that they are in all, so they can go to any shop.
Yes.
So your last word to the farmers now.
My last word to the farmers. Farming is a business.
Yes.
The more you put in, the more you get. The more capital you put in, the more profit you get. So you do not put 100,000 and you expect 2 million. That one will be a gamble.
Miracle.
Yes, a miracle actually.
Okay. So now, okay, ampulize ekangira mbe nomukugu Gerard Maya okelo